everything's new and feelings are there and life in general and getting back into adulting, but in all reality, going to your doctor's appointments, going to work, paying your bills, it just becomes routine, and you realize that this is who I was all along. This is who I was supposed to be all along, and I'm just finally living to my, another word that no one likes, potential.
Yeah. And
absolutely,
my mom would tell us to don't think that your dream is big enough ever, because it can always be bigger. You know, and that might be a little much in early recovery, but dream big. You know, it's your dreams, it's your life. You know, I was telling that guy that I met. You know, obviously, you know, people are gonna hate, and you can take that to the bank. You know, that's what Joyce told me. You know, she's like, people are gonna hate. They're just mad. They're not doing something with their own recovery, and you just got to focus on what you're doing. And if you know you can do it, do it. You know, you're sitting here talking about how you know how to do a website, you know how to put together a podcast, you know how to do it. Do it. You know, let's see. And it's like, okay. And then with help from you, and just that you believed, you know, and Ricky, hopefully he's doing well. You know, he was telling me, man, come on, you know, that sounds good, but you need to do it. And then Ryan, what was his I don't know his last name. I don't remember it. Ryan, I was his mentor at the Chinese food restaurant, and he ended up coming to Nathan's house. And
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he's back now, I guess, and hopefully he's doing well.
I hope so.
But yeah, he got out, and he was like, man, I'm surprised you don't have the thing started yet. You know, you're all this talking and stuff. And I'm like, I'm doing it today then. So without little pushes and little help, you know, having people in your corner does help. But, you know, just have the right people around you. I think you'll kind of lay the groundwork for the right people and the right kind of guidance and cheerleading, I guess you could say.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to touch on that subject real quick. You know, like in actually realizing that I have changed, and the people I either used to hang out with or the people that are similar to those that I used to hang out with, they're really not. And so, and maybe it takes the push from your now wife to tell you, like, why are you limiting yourself? Because the people you surround yourself with, I think it is statistically like the five main people that you surround yourself with, like you are not per se you're that person, but you end up talking alike. Yeah, you know, having similar goals, similar hobbies, things along those lines. But also, you know, like the goal part, morals, integrity. And until I was really pushed, did I realize, like, I'm totally limiting myself. So, I mean, today, looking at relationships and most everything as investments in me, my future, my sobriety, and my happiness. And it's not, once again, me saying that I'm better than anybody, but just striving to be the best version of self each day, better than the person you were the day before.
I'm going to ask you a question, because we both work at treatment centers. And say we have a room, there's 10 people in the room. All right, I'm going to throw a couple scenarios out here. In room A and room B. Room A, there's 10 people. 9 of them are not serious about their recovery. They're just there for a good time, passing through. And that one person is. That's a very dangerous setup. Now, in room B, you have 9 people who are very serious about their recovery and really want it. Where one person, he's just passing through. That is a much healthier, obviously, situation, because I think everybody, we want to belong. We want to fit in. We want to be a part of a group. It's in our nature. We want to. We want to be a part of a community. And
right.
We want to bond. And that one guy who's just passing through, he still might just be passing through, but he can pick up and learn some things. along the way about how to maybe carry himself, about how to deal with situations that he didn't even know. And if you go back to room A, that one guy, he doesn't have much hope, in my opinion. You know, how would you deal with it if you had a group A, group B situation? How would you deal with group A?
How would I deal with Group A? Group A has the one person that is serious, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you and I both been there.
Yeah.
So you can either look at it as a negative and focus on that, or you can look at it as a positive and be like, you know what, I have 9 examples of what I don't want to do and what I don't want to be, so I'm going to work harder. Or you can look at it like, you know what, I don't stand a chance, so why even try?
Mm-hmm.
Been there, done that, got the T-shirt, and until it didn't matter where I was or who was around me, what I did with my time and the tools that were given to me, no change was ever going to happen. It didn't matter if there was a treatment center with boats and full-size gym and sauna and, you know, dietitians and personal trainers, or, you know, like bunk beds and the bare minimum. It comes from within. It always comes from within. You can either focus on everything around you, which you have no control over, or you can focus on yourself for once. And again, I can only speak from personal experience. Until I focused on within and not so much on what everybody else thinks, what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is saying, I didn't stand a chance, nor did I have any hope. I had pretty much accepted, like, this is it. And then change started to happen. Things started to get better. And it just continues. And I say it all the time, and I mean it. It's just not an option today. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm far from that, and I have my emotional struggles. But as far as, like, picking up a bottle of alcohol thinking it's going to make anything better, or I'm just going to carry on like that until the inevitable happens, that's for the birds.
I was just thinking back to when we were in treatment together, and a lot of people probably didn't know how to read me. They, you know, even my therapist thought I was just there goofing around, and I was dead serious about my recovery. But the things that I would do, and the things that, because I wanted to have fun there. I didn't want to go through the drama. And you know what? Some days were powerful emotionally, and I let it out, man. And I had to do that. But you know, sometimes it was just time to have fun. But you would look at me and be like, Corey, that is inappropriate. And you probably
we were in different groups, so I didn't get to witness a lot of that. We were just goofy together because we didn't have to be serious.
Oh
man, I can only imagine.
Corey, what are you doing, man? That is inappropriate. You can't say that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can.
However, weekend programming, I did get to witness that firsthand, and there were some times that I literally thought, and I'm not going to say any names, nor am I going to mention any facilities because they don't pay us anyway. But to do this, let me correct myself. But man, I thought we'll just call him Mr. Miyagi. I thought Mr. Miyagi was going to go through the roof. I thought he was going to throat slam you or Rob. And I literally could feel the heat and the steam blowing out of his collar sometimes. Man.
But we weren't being combative with him. We were just playing a game where I would give Rob something to say and he would give me something to say. And we would have to work it into a story that was real. And that actually helped us because you weren't so worried about telling the story about, you know, X, Y, and Z, even though X, Y, and Z was a real story that we're holding deep. But when we got to work, you know, queef into it or whatever it was, you know, like
dolphin flogging,
yeah,
or pulling bacon out and using it as a pointer. I mean, that was a unforgettable moment.
Moose knuckle posters and
oh my God, Private Moose Knuckle.
Yeah. So I mean, like you're more worried about that than you are about the real story that you're getting out, and you know the fact that it was they were real stories, and it just made it a lot easier, and it was a lot of fun too. And people were just like, "Oh my gosh!" But yeah, so a lot of people could take that as, well, Corey, you weren't serious, and no, yeah, I was. I just try to have fun, and did I have fun at the right times all the time? Probably not, but
I guess that's a matter of opinion.
yeah, I'm gonna have 16 months coming up in a couple of days, so I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you are.
I'd
say so.
My life's going great, and I just hope that it can go great for everybody that's listening. Alcohol is an MFer. You and I know that.
For sure.
Okay, I want to talk about 3 more things. And the first one I'm going to talk about just to get out of the way. And then we can go to because it's all about the Rona. All right. I heard, and I should probably look it up real quick before I even speak on it, but I heard that in Ohio, they were going to start limiting the alcohol. Like, they were going to stop selling it in the store, and they were going to allow, like, Applebee's or whoever to do curbside to only give 2 drinks away. Let me look. Have you heard anything about that?
They're allowed to give drinks away at curbside. I think that's insane. But
sell them. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, serve alcohol to a moving vehicle. Yeah, that's insane.
Well,
but anyways, that's not what this is about.
No, but that they have those down south.
Oh, like drive-through liquor stores?
Yeah.
Well, I know that, but I mean, where you actually get like, yeah, I'll take a Long Island to go. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I guess I think that part. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that topic. But speaking of coronavirus, and before when you were talking about the negativity, I was going to share this, and now I'm going to. Before, and then I was like, nah, but yeah. So the negative responses. I've had 2, like, total out of all these wonderful, great ones. And, like, the first one I kind of let get to me. But, like, the one was today. And it was someone that was just, like, stating about how many Americans, the percentile of Americans that have been affected by this, the percentile of Americans that died with the coronavirus. And I was like, the percentile of your post stating of the percentiles, 100%. So thank you for your support. So have a happy, safe, blessed Easter. And, like, yeah, that was sarcastic on my part and shame on me. But in that moment, like, I was like, I'm just going to respond and kill with kindness. I probably shouldn't have responded at all, but I did. And I can admit it. But basically saying that I was spreading terror and, catastrophizing it by talking about it. That doesn't make it go away, nor does it make it any worse. But I mean, the percentiles aren't even accurate because they don't even know how many people are truly infected.
Right.
I think the best thing people can do is follow the precautions. Stop running around like it's a joke. But no, I haven't heard anything about Ohio's limiting of alcohol. And that definitely, I guess I shouldn't say it surprises me about the Applebee's thing, but it kind of does.
Yeah, well, here I just did some reading. Restaurants and bars now permitted to sell carry-out alcohol beverages. They have to be prepackaged, and they can order 2 per meal to be consumed at home. They're to remain closed during transport. Of course, everybody's gonna follow that law, and
because it worked so well already in the past,
right? But it doesn't say any, and they have to buy food with it too. Then, food purchase is required if they want to sell high proof liquor. And that'll remain in effect for 120 days. But it doesn't say anything about the actual liquor stores closing, because I thought, man, that's a horrible idea. If someone's detoxing or, going through the DT, you can't just take away alcohol from the alcoholic. You know, as much as that makes sense to somebody who doesn't understand,